Hello, everyone, and welcome to Shaw TV. My name is Bianca Jade, and right now I'm joined with Kyle, who is known as our Liberal activist right here in Fort McMurray. Now, Kyle, you have had quite the week. Tell me, walk us through for the residents here in Fort McMurray that don't know what you just went through. What was this past week like?
Well, I put my name forward to be National Membership Secretary of the Liberal Party of Canada. Basically, there's a national executive of the party. There are 5 table officer positions in the party. President, which Sheila Copps and Mike Crawley were running for, VP English, VP French, National Policy Chair, and the Membership Secretary. So I ran in a 5-person race for National Membership Secretary with 3 people from Ontario in the race, 1 from Quebec, and myself from right here in Fort McMurray.
So what was kind of your response that you were getting from people in Ottawa? Not usually do you see someone on that ticket who is from the regional municipality of Buffalo, from Fort McMurray, from Alberta. So what's kind of the response when they saw someone from that area?
I was very positive. I'm pretty sure I was the first person ever to run for a national table officer position from Fort McMurray for the Liberal Party of Canada. So Fort McMurray and the oil sands were certainly on people's lips, and they talked to David Aiken when I was interviewed on Sun News, was mentioning, oh, you're a lonely Liberal in Fort McMurray, and it's really not that lonely over the last 3 or 4 years. But yeah, it was certainly a surprise for some people to see a candidate for this from Fort McMurray.
Now, generally, Alberta is known as quite a certain type of region. We're quite conservative in the past, but now you see that more Liberals maybe possibly are growing in this community?
I do. This community has one of the lower voter turnouts, if not the lowest voter turnout in Canada and in Alberta. As well, there are people in Fort McMurray. There's from across Canada. You see more license plates here from other provinces than you probably will in any other city in Canada, including Toronto or Montreal. When I first moved here, it was on a low ebb. There were only 2 members in this association. As of December 31st, there were 200, and we've brought forward. We take a different approach in terms of the issues that we're talking about, and over the years, and I think people in this community realize, the Liberal Party of Canada has been very supportive of Fort McMurray and the oil sands, going back to Prime Minister Chrétien with the Statement of Opportunity for Fort McMurray, Anne McClellan, former minister out of Edmonton, when she headed up that committee that dealt with the royalty regime here in northern Alberta, and which led, I think, to the biggest boom any community in Canada has probably seen in the last 50 years with the intensive development of the oil sands. And even over the last year, a couple years, former leader Michael Ignatieff visited, Gerard Kennedy, MP, Denny Coderre, and most recently Kirsty Duncan and Carolyn Bennett were here visiting as well. Mr. Ray, our current leader, was speaking about the oil sands in Fort McMurray in a recent caucus meeting as well, and it's certainly a place that everyone in Canada, I can assure you, is paying attention to.
So did you feel that maybe you were able to bring maybe a different side to the coin? Maybe you were able to bring a different kind of story to what they're used to?
Yeah, I think so. Showing that the Liberal Party of Canada just isn't a party of Toronto or Montreal or the Lower Mainland of British Columbia. It's a party that if you treat regions with respect, if you reach out into the community and you speak about their issues, that you can be successful and grow the party in parts of the country that people traditionally think that we would never have a chance in.
Thank you for your time. I know if you're trying to learn more about Kyle, you are quite the Twitterer in our community, so you can definitely see him tweeting, and thank you so much for watching.